Okay, we're here in Excel, skill 4.15, 4.16, and 4.17. We're going to look at conditional formatting here. That's a way you can tell Excel to highlight or do some kind of formatting to your to a cell in your selection based on some criteria that you set. We'll just look at some of the basics to start with. I'm going to select here the total. I'm going to go to conditional formatting here on the Home tab, and there's the highlight cells rule. Here's a number of different options: greater than, less than, between, equal to, containing text, duplicate values. So I could say greater than, highlight cells with green that are greater than, let's say, 50,000. So anybody who's made more than 50,000 on the year, you get green, you get good. Green means go, right? We'll do the same thing for less than. Let's say anyone who did less than 20,000, highlight them in red. Red means stop, you did bad, right? So there we go. You can see that's that is a way to highlight your cells. Another thing you can do is duplicate values. This I find very useful. I'm going to select these cells, come over to conditional formatting, highlight cells rules, duplicate values. Now if you have a spreadsheet with a ton of data and you need to find, maybe you're worried you have the same company in your spreadsheet twice, you can select duplicate values as a rule, and it will highlight your duplicates for you. And then what you can do, we didn't see this before, but we can go into the filter, and now we can filter by color. Now of course it's pretty obvious with just a little bit of data, but with more data you could pull up and say, oh, here's everything that's duplicate. There's more than one of this value in that column. So you can see that works there. Go ahead and clear this filter. Undo that. So that's the duplicate values. Another thing you can do with conditional formatting is you can use the top and bottom rules. So before I set actual values, what I could do is say, maybe I had more, I could say, give me the top 10% or the top 10 items, and let's highlight those with green. I can even change the percentage here, so maybe I want just the top 5, or maybe I want the top 25, but I can fill those in green, and then I can do the same thing with the bottom 10% get filled in red, so you can see who the top performers are and who the bottom performers are using that. Let's see, the last one is going to be 4.17 or 417, and that is using data bars, color scales, and various other graphics, icon sets. What I do is go into conditional formatting. You can have data bars where it kind of shows the progress towards something. I like the icon sets. These arrows are nice, the 5 arrows colored. Select those, and it adds arrows in showing who's doing well and who's not doing quite so well. So that's conditional formatting. When you want to edit these, you can go into conditional formatting again and go to manage rules, and here you can see there's no rules shown, but it's because it's set for the current selection. If I go down to this worksheet, there's my rule, the icon set. In here I can click edit rule, and I can see how it set that up. It says when the value is 80% or greater, put the up green arrow. 60%, put the slanted upward yellow arrow. I can even go in here and set these based on numbers. So I could say if the number is greater than or equal to 50,000, change all of these to numbers, set the values, 35,000, 10,000, 5,000. Okay, and I hit OK. Okay, and it readjusts my arrows. Now I have 2 up arrows. I only have 1 down arrow, a couple sides. And that's really some of the stuff with conditional formatting. Play around with those other options to see what you can do using conditional formatting. Your code word for this lesson will be paper, P-A-P-E-R.